grammar. It takes turn to grammar, guys. What are we going to see now? We're going to work with a new topic. It's not going to be pronouns anymore. I'm going to send an exercise, by the way, this week to reinforce the topic, because I know some of you have doubts of how to use pronouns in a proper way. So, the use of who and whom. Who and whom. What does it say in the blackboard? Who versus whom. Some people do not know how to use these, you know, in a proper way, guys. Who is an interrogative pronoun. First, I'm going to start with who, okay? Who is an interrogative pronoun and is used in place of the subject of a question. Remember the WH questions, who, where, what, why, when, etc. Who is going? Who are you? Is this who told you? You can also use them in statements. Example, this is who warned me. In statements. Sorry. Also, Jack is the one who wants. Okay? Those are two examples of who. So remember, who is an interrogative pronoun and is used in place of the subject of a question. To understand, guys, to understand the who and whom, how to use them in a sentence and how to understand them, guys, they have a big difference, okay? They are not actually the same. They have, maybe you see them and you say, okay, yes, I'm gonna make them in a sentence, and I'm gonna, maybe you see this sentence and you say, okay, I'm gonna write exactly the same. What Miss Vero is saying, I'm gonna write it exactly the same with whom, but it's not, because you use it differently, okay? So if you take a look in the chart and you see the difference with who, and when I talk about with whom, it's very different, okay? Many English speakers, guys, do not know the difference between who and whom, okay? Why? Because in some places, it hardly matters to talk about who and whom. Because maybe you find out, or maybe you think that whom is not used. But yes, it is. Because using who, it's when you should use whom, and it's so common, guys. It's so common that it's not even considered much of a mistake, okay? And but for those who want to know the difference, and I guess in this case you, between who and whom, I will give you the explanation, okay? So who as an interrogative pronoun is used, guys, like I told you, in the place of the subject. So here you have the explanation of who, and I'm gonna go all the way to whom. So here you have it. Take a pause and copy it down in your notebook, okay? Because I will explain the meaning of whom. I hope you understand what does it mean. So I'm going to give you the explanation of whom. Okay, so now it takes turn to whom. Whom in Spanish will it be? ¿A quién? Who, it refers to I, he, she, it, we, you, and they. And whom refers to him. It refers to the pronoun. In Spanish, like I told you, will be a quién. So here it says something very important related to whom. Whom can be used in statements in place of the object of a clause. I sent you a chart where you have to paste it in your notebook, guys, and I also sent you a link where you can see or watch for some more information related to relative clauses. These are called relative clauses. Relative clauses, guys, can also be used in the middle of the sentence because they replace. Okay, they replace and they take they go like in the middle of the sentence and they give another intention to the sentence. So relative clauses are very important for you to know them. So here, these two are very important because who and whom seem to be similar, but like I told you in the beginning, they are very, very different. So here, guys, also, what does it say about whom? Whom is also an interrogative pronoun, but it is used in place of the object of a question. Here it is. Very important, guys. Very, very important for you to understand, okay? Whom is this story about? In Spanish, will it be de quién? Whom is this story about? With whom are you going? In Spanish, it will be con quién. With whom are you going? Whom did they tell? Like I told you in the beginning, ¿a quién? Whom did they tell? And the very last one that is taken as a statement, okay, and it's in place of the object of the clause, says, this is the mom whom I told you about. One more time. This is the mom whom I told you about. Okay? Do you understand? So, that is the meaning of whom. If you take a look at it, it has a very big difference between who and whom. Because here, it takes the place of the object of a clause. And who is taken as a question, okay? Who is taken as a question, remember, an interrogative pronoun and is used in place of the subject. Here is used in place of the object. It's very different. So everybody's going to grab your destinations book. First of all, I'm going to read a very short paragraph related to this. Using who and whom. Both are pronouns, guys. Very important to know and to understand. Both are pronouns. And use who as a subject, like I told you. Use who as a subject. And use whom as the object of a preposition such as to, for, or from. Write down in your notebook what I'm telling you. To, one more time, use whom as the object of a preposition. Object of a preposition. Such as to, for, or from. For example, who is driving us to the soccer practice? For whom are these flowers? For whom are these flowers? If you see, we are using the preposition for before whom. Here, whom in this sentence is in the beginning. And here we have a conjunction, okay? With whom are you going? Whom did they tell? This is the mom whom I told you. And you also can use them in before there has to be a preposition. Another example, guys. Whom is also used as a direct object. Most often in questions, for example, Who did you see? Whom did you see? Whom did you see? It's like I told you here. Whom did they tell? Whom did you see? It means a quién. Whom did you see? Do you understand that is taken as an object? Guys, we're gonna go all the way to page. You have pasted the charts in your notebook. You're gonna copy this information that I am giving in your grammar notebooks. It's very important, guys, for you to have them, okay? Very important. And you are gonna go to page 207. We're gonna read the paragraph, okay, in the beginning, and you're gonna answer this exercise. I'm gonna help you with the first two sentences, and you have to answer it by yourself. Let's read the paragraph together, guys. It says, the pronoun who is used as a subject, like I told you. Who planted the garden? Who is the subject of the sentence? My sister is the only one who likes roses. Who is the subject of the clause who likes roses? The pronoun whom is used as the object of a preposition, such as to, for, and from, and as a direct object. Very often, whom will be a direct object in questions, like I told you in the example. To whom did you send the flowers? Whom is the object of the preposition to. This is a man whom I admire. Whom is the direct object of the verb admire, okay? Of course, it's pretty obvious that whom is the object of the verb in this sentence, in the clause whom I admire. Whom did you invite? Whom is a direct object. You can check if whom should be used as a direct object. Change the word order so that the subject comes first. Whom did you invite? You did invite whom. Guys, very important for you to reread this information for you to have it clear, okay? So let's answer number 1 and 2 together. It says direction. Circle the pronoun in parentheses that correctly completes each sentence. So what am I going to do here? I'm going to choose if it's whether whom, rather whom or who. It depends on the sentence. Remember the difference of who and whom. Number 1. These are the inventors who you should acknowledge. Whom you should acknowledge. Think. What will it be the answer in number 1? These are the inventors who you should acknowledge. Whom you should acknowledge. The answer is whom. Why? It's taken as an object, guys. It's taken as an object. These are the inventors whom you should acknowledge. It's referring about the inventors, whom is taking place of an object. Number 2, Mr. Tesla. Mr. Tesla, who was not an ambitious man, died penniless. Whom was not an ambitious man, died penniless. The answer is who. Mr. Tesla, who died, who was not an ambitious man. You cannot say whom in this case because who is taken as a subject in the sentence. Let's answer one of the ones that are in the bottom. Directions. Write who or whom to complete each sentence correctly. It is 1, 2, 3, and 4. Let's answer number 1 together. Morgan and Westinghouse were two assistants to Tesla sold his parents. Is it who taken as a subject or whom as an object? The answer is whom. Morgan and Westinghouse were two assistants to whom Tesla sold his patents. No, his patents, sorry. So the answer is whose. Sorry, whom. The answer is whom. It is taken as an object, guys, okay? It is taken as an object. Why? It is a statement of an object of the clause, okay? It is a statement. It is joining two sentences. It is two sentences here. Morgan and Westinghouse were two assistants to whom Tesla sold his patents. Please answer the exercise by yourself, guys. And we're going to check it out together on Thursday. Okay? I'm going to record another video and I'm going to tell you to have your books ready and we're going to answer together. If it's tough, if it's difficult, we're going to, you send me a message, okay? And I clear your doubts. Answer the worksheet for Thursday. Watch the links that I sent you and stay blessed and stay safe always, guys. See you in reading. Bye-bye.